In today's YouTube video lecture, we're going to explain the speech assignment. I have started this assignment off on Canvas. This is what you should be able to see on your own Canvas. I think that's the easiest way to start it off. If you'll come right here where it says speech assignment on Canvas, click on that. It will open it up and there is the assignment. Okay, this is assignment. It is worth 50 points. It is a speech. You are going to create a speech. Now, on this particular one, how we're going to do it is you're going to create a speech that will address what's happening in 1861. That's very important. Let's see if we can go back. I may have... what's happening in 1861? Well, 1861 is at the beginning of the American Civil War. I think I have probably also. And so if you're running for that office, you have to, address something that is prevalent to that. I believe this one probably has it better. Yes, in 1860. So you're running for the same office Abraham Lincoln was running for. You will have to address what Lincoln had to address. What does Lincoln in 1860 having to address? The American Civil War, slavery. Our country is going towards, we are tumbling towards a great juggernaut of the American Civil War. Lincoln is having to address that. Dred Scott, you do need to do a little research on the Dred Scott case. It's a case that came through the United States Supreme Court. Lincoln will use the Dred Scott case in most of all of his debates against Stephen Douglas, and the Dred Scott case will be instrumental. These are some things to help you out. Now, as far as submitting this assignment, this was something new the history department came up with. You can submit this assignment one of two ways. You can submit it on a document. Now, for the purpose of a document, something I really want to make really plain to you guys is when I refer to the word document, PDF or Word document, those are the two. A lot of students want to send me stuff on Google Documents. That is really cool, but I have a hard time opening up Google. Canvas is more built to accept a PDF or a Word document. Those are the easiest for me to open up, okay? Now, when we put this assignment together through the history department, something that we wanted to do was to use some technology. So a student, if you want to, can video this. If you don't care to write it, and if you do write it, it's got to be 2 pages, 12 font, new carrier. You don't need any cited works in this, obviously, but you do need to do it 12 font, new carrier, 2 pages. But if you would prefer to video it, and when I first put this assignment out, I really thought I'd have more students that would do that. You're welcome to video it. You want to make a short 3-minute video, you're running for office, I think that's cool. Now, when you video it, I would ask that you use YouTube. And all you do is send me the link to your YouTube. You'd have to create a YouTube account, which is fairly simple. That's what I'm doing these lectures on. And then from there, you send me the link and I can open up the link and view it. Now, one of the things that the history department did in anticipation of this is we went out and the history department bought some Logitech cameras. These are the top of the line cameras. We have a series of them put out. The library, Ms. Ferguson at the Panola Library has some. The Shelby Learning Center has some. And the Marshall Center has some. These were bought for my history students for this assignment. So if you do not have a cell phone with the capability of doing this, and you really want to record it, and you don't want to write a paper, then go to the library. You can check that camera out from the library. It has to remain in the library, but they will hook it up to their equipment, and you can record this. So that was some technology that the history department wanted to present to y'all. The last thing I want to do before we move on, guys, is how to submit this. This always gets my students in a little bit of confusion, so we're going to talk about submitting it. When you go to submit this assignment, and I'm just going to open up a really quick, go to the History Club. That's always a good one. And we'll put the, this is a speech assignment. Now, guys, usually when I send these things out, the number one confusion I have is I tell students to send it to me via an attachment. I want you to pay attention. There's a little paper clip right here. That is the attachment. All you do is you would come over here, you would hit that attachment, and it will open up. In my case, it's going to open up a million things that I have in Thumb Drive. And I will pick one out here really quick for an example. And let's say we're going to go History 1301. I'm going to send my entire PowerPoint. It's a big file. Okay, guys, if you look right here, that has been sent. So when you attach your document, you see the little paper clip and you got it, okay? Again, if you have any questions, contact me on Canvas. This is an assignment I hope you can have some fun with. If you don't want to write, if you're not a writer and you would like to film it, I've had some pretty cool little videos. I even had one student that had their little Abraham Lincoln costume on. You don't have to do that, but they did it. And again, don't get hung up. A lot of my students get very hung up on the fact that maybe it's a female student and they're like, I couldn't even run. I'm a woman and I couldn't run for the presidency at this time because they haven't even given women the right to vote. Don't get hung up on that kind of stuff, guys. Have fun with this one. It's 50 points, and I think it's a pretty easy 50 points. If you have any questions, feel free to contact me.